Today is a very important day. It is World Food Day. And as you can tell, we are going to be cooking up a storm. One local food star, two exciting recipes. I have some great Jamaican chefs who have joined me to celebrate World Food Day. Chef Peter and Chef Patrice from Mission Food Possible. So, Chef Peter, how are we doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, Minister Green. Thank you very much for that great introduction. As the founder of Mission Food Possible, our goal is to fight hunger and food insecurity by identifying Jamaica's most valuable produce by using our MVP scoring guide. And what we do with that guide is we identify the most valuable produce and then train the community how to utilize and cook effectively with those crops. And so in honor and awareness of World Food Day,
we're using an MVP.
We are using an MVP, and that MVP is usually on the side. Today is the main star. It's Dasheen, right? And Dasheen is an MVP because it's accessible, it's cost effective, and it's nutritious, right? We have Chef Patrice, who's the executive chef of Mission Food Possible, who is going to walk us through two of her favorite Dasheen recipes. Patrice, are you ready?
Definitely. Are you ready to cook? So today we'll be using the star of the show, Dasheen, to prepare a Dasheen casserole and a Dasheen dough pizza. So Minister and Chef Peter will be peeling. Chef Peter and Minister is going to slice, then dice. I'm only going to slice. So to slice, we're just going to cut down in the Dasheen. And then he's going to cut lengthwise. And then he's going to cube it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Minister.
All right.
Chef Peter,
So
you got this?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes,
you got
yes,
this.
yes,
Okay.
Chef.
All right. So while they dice and dice slice, we're using the dice Dasheen to prepare the casserole, and the slice Dasheen will be using it to prepare the pizza dough. So both is going to be boiled in the pot. We'll allow the Dasheen to cook for 10 minutes or until tender. We're now going to move to prepare our vegetables. We're going to remove the corn ears from the cup. We're going to dice our carrots and our sweet pepper for the casserole.
Yeah, so you know World Food Day is so important. The reality is that farming is the biggest employer in the world. You know that?
No, I
And
don't.
food, your industry, is actually the biggest industry in the world, bigger than oil, everything. So you guys are the most important people.
And I guess putting it with farming and food together and showing the person how important it is to cook fresh, cook with what they have, supporting our local farmer is a good way of achieving
SDG number 2. So World Food Day also serves as a reminder that we should be focusing on hunger and food insecurity. And the reason why Dasheen is such a perfect crop for that is because it's one of the crops that you can utilize every single part of it. In parts of the world, people eat the leaf, people eat the stem, and of course we eat the tuber, which is what we know as Dasheen.
So homegrown food from our homegrown heroes.
Yeah.
Let's go. What's
Let's
next?
go. So we're going to move on to blanching our vegetables. This vegetable that we have here, we're only going to use 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
After it's finished blanching, we're going to remove it from the flame, pour it out, and then run it underneath some cool water. Running water is fine, or if you have ice, you can put it in a bowl with some water.
All right, I think 2 minutes has passed, so let me check on my vegetables here.
What colors do they have? Are they bright in color still?
Yeah, they're nice and bright. Yeah, man. Still looking bright.
All right, so we're going to pour it off using the colander over here.
Use a
Really?
towel.
Oh,
Yep, you know, I'm
Minister growed him grandmother.
Yeah.
Minister growed him grandmother. Him don't need no towel. So just pour it over.
And once your veggies have a bright color, you know that they're ready to go. The blanching has been effective.
So Minister, can you tell me what you're looking at in front of you?
I don't know. It looked like a leaf.
This is the Dasheen leaf.
And it's edible?
Definitely edible. Everything on the Dasheen plant can be eaten.
Wow.
Chef,
Yes.
it's important to know that while Jamaicans don't fully utilize the leaf, across the Caribbean, Grenada, Trinidad, St. Vincent, they utilize the Dasheen leaf a lot in dishes.
In their dishes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So you boil it?
No, I didn't boil it up.
Okay.
Boil water, pour it on it, and allow it to seep for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
So the acid can leach out in the water.
then it's good to
and
go.
then it's good to go.
So what we're going to do now?
So now we're just going to shred it like how we'll cut up callaloo.
So the reality is that a lot of the farmers throw away their Dasheen leaf.
Yes, because they don't know what to do with it.
But it's something that we could package and sell.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. So I want to emphasize this, especially on World Food Day and the whole aim of eradicating hunger. We don't have to go hungry.
If Jamaicans suddenly start to crave and cook and utilize Dasheen leaf, that's another revenue stream for farmers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, look good.
So
what's next?
now we're going to pan fry your chicken, and then we're going to be ready to combine, make our cheese sauce and ready to combine our casserole.
All right.
So Minister, you can go ahead and combine. So we're starting with the Dasheen.
Okay, so we add all the Dasheen.
Add all the Dasheen.
All right.
We're going to add our leaves.
Okay, and so this is our Dasheen leaves.
For people who love their greens like callaloo and pepper, Dasheen leaf is a great substitute.
You can add like a handful of onions and a handful of sweet peppers.
Okay. All right, so we're going to put it in our casserole bowl. I know these things.
And if you don't have one, don't be intimidated. Get a pot, pour it in your pot, stuck it in your oven. Work
Or
just
a
the
foil
same.
pan, chef.
Or a foil pan. We're putting it in the oven for 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes, and then we're going to have a delicious casserole ready for us.
So it's not only easy, but it's quick.
It's quick, definitely.
All right, so I'm going to pop this in the oven,
All
Chef
right.
Peter. Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
All right.
Perfect.
And we're going to leave it there for 15 minutes. And now we're ready to make the pizza. Are you?
I'm ready to make the pizza. Hold
Okay.
on. Pizza?
Pizza, yes.
With Dasheen?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Dasheen is an excellent source of vitamin E. It's one of the healthy starches for us, and it's filled with nutrients. You name it, A, B, C, D, and E. What else?
I know something.
What you know?
It's also gluten-free.
Ah,
Right.
there
So
you go.
The pizza that we're going to make is going to be completely gluten-free. It's a great dish for vegetarians. So we're going to, as we're mashing out the Dasheen, we're going to add some sweet cassava flour to our mix. And this is going to make our dough. Right, Chef?
Definitely.
Yeah, I hear the thing by using the cassava flour, we're actually combining two of Mission Food Possible's MVPs, because cassava is one of our most valuable produce, along with Dasheen. So by utilizing those two things together, we're actually showing Jamaica how to put two of our MVPs together.
And you know the beauty is that you can pick this up anywhere. It's in a supermarket. Clearly, it's the Gold Seal brand, and it is also gluten-free. So, yeah.
Everything here is gluten-free.
Alright, so you see we have our dough ready to go. Remember, it's Dasheen and sweet cassava flour. So, we're going to add our sauce. Right? So, Chef,
Yes.
what is this sauce?
It's a barbecue sauce, a simple sauce that is made from puree of tomato, some onion, all of that. Put it on it.
World Food Day, as you know, today it is a Friday, so perfect meal for today. Perfect meal. Our Dasheen encrusted vegetarian pizza. We have Dasheen sweet cassava flour. We also have some cheese sauce. We have pineapples. We have corn, carrots, sweet peppers, And now we're just going to pop it in the oven. How long, Pat?
How long? 375. And pizza doesn't take long to cook. Because remember, the dough is already cooked, the cheese sauce is cooked, and it's just pineapples and sweet pepper. We don't want them to cook too long. So 10 minutes and there we go. Let's go.
In we go.
All right, in we go. And we're just going to wait 10 minutes. By the time you come back, we have everything ready to show you. Cooking with Dasheen today.
You know what I love about these two dishes, Patrice? What? Especially on World Food Day, Jamaicans are learning how to make usually a co-star on their plate the main attraction. And that's important for World Food Day. People know to utilize their food. Right, Minister Green?
MVP. Dasheen is an MVP. All right. Proof of the pudding
is in the tasting.
And remember, to make this Dasheen casserole, we used our favorite Jamaican cheese because that's what most of us will have access to. It's very important to know that you see that green leafy thing is not callaloo, it's Dasheen leaf. So we utilize the Dasheen leaf and the Dasheen to make this dish.
All right, I'm ready.
You're ready? So let's see what this dish tastes like. Alright, this is good.
It's a hit.
It's good.
No, this is really good.
All right.
All right, so now we are going to check on our Dasheen encrusted vegetarian pizza. Definitely should be done now. So let's see.
Looking good. Nice and colorful.
Yeah, this looks good. So please, we want you to try these recipes or try other recipes using local food. Today is World Food Day. Share it with us. Show us in your kitchen what you're doing. Incorporate your children. Let us make Jamaican food fun. Ah, that look good.
So, Minister, how was cooking with MVPs today?
It was excellent. You know what I like about the pizza? Clearly, there's a variety of different tastes. So the pineapple give you the sweet, you have the corn, you have the cheese, you have the sauce, and then you have the Dasheen, and it stands out. It was excellent.
Okay. Tell me something you learned about today.
Well, I learned that I'm a big chef.
Okay.
Right? And also that it's easy to cook using Jamaican food. And you can use some things that has always been around like Dasheen, and you can make it exciting, you can make it creative. So I really want to thank you guys. Like, I think the Mission Food Possible team, they're doing great work, and we want to tell more of these stories, we want to tell more of these recipes so that you can try them. So remember, say yes to fresh every single day. This is World Food Day. Thank you guys. This has been excellent. Chef Floyd, signing off.
Signing off.